Film production is a multi-step process of making movies that can sometimes take years to complete. Film productions go through several main phases. The first step of film production is the development stage, where all the initial details of the movie are figured out before entering pre-production. Pre-production usually focuses on research, casting, and location scouting. After pre-production is complete, shooting can start. Shooting time varies between projects and the type of film you are making, short or feature length, which will determine the length of the production phase. The production stage, also known as principal photography, is when shooting begins. In this phase, it is key to keep planning ahead of a daily shoot. The primary aim is to stick to the budget and schedule. This requires constant attention. Whether shooting on location or in a production studio, there is a shooting schedule to be followed. The assistant director, AD, manage the schedule among their other tasks, including being responsible for the health and safety of the crew. For the cinematographer to capture all the footage needed, they will work closely with the camera crew. More crew will be recruited at this stage, such as script supervisor to check for the script continuity while filming, property master to acquire and oversee any of the film props. The hair, makeup and costume departments will handle the actor's visual appearance. Production manager and production coordinator will supervise the day-to-day and make sure that all departments like catering, accounting and scheduling have the necessary resources to stay on track. Production coordinator usually oversees catering, equipment rentals, travel and accommodation arrangement, and also producer will keep eye on all the moving parts. Camera operators and grips will follow the shooting plan set by the director, capturing all the necessary footage. Picture and sound editors are also hired during this time, choosing the best takes of the day and assembling them into the sequence so that rough cut is ready by the time filming ends. These are the most common roles in filmmaking, but production office will be free to create any unique blend of the roles to suit the various responsibility needed during the production of a film. Communication is the key between location, set, office, production company, distributors, and all other parties involved. A typical day shooting begins with the crew arriving on the set location by their call time. Actors usually have their own separate call time. Since set construction, dressing and lighting can take many hours or even days to prepare, they often set up in advance. The grip, electric and production design crews are typically a step ahead of the camera and sound departments. For efficiency's sake, while the scene is being filmed, they are already preparing next one. While the crew prepares their equipment, the actors do their costumes and attend hair and makeup departments. The actors rehearse the script and blocking with the director, and the camera and sound crews rehearse with them and make final tweaks. Finally, the action is shot in as many takes as director wishes. A take is over when the director calls cut and the camera and sound stop recording. The script supervisor will note any continuity issues, and the sound and camera teams will log technical notes for the take on their respective report sheets. If the director decides to take additional shot, the whole process will repeat. Once satisfied, the crew moves on to the next camera angle or setup, and the whole scene is covered. When shooting is finished for the scene, the assistant director declares a wrap, and the crew will strike or dismantle the set for the next scene. At the end of the day, director approves the next day's shooting schedule, and a daily progress report is sent to the production office. This includes report sheets from the continuity, sound and camera teams. Call sheets are distributed to the cast and crew to tell them when and where to turn up to next shooting day. Later on, director, producer, and other department heads, as sometimes even cast, may gather to watch that day or yesterday footage called dailies and review their work. Work days on the set usually last up to 12 or even 14 hours. After shooting concludes, you will move to post-production phase where footage is edited and arranged into complete narrative. The production will then move into distribution phase and the final product is sent to theaters, DVDs or streaming service.